Once connected to the Wicomico River, Shoemaker Pond is a 35-acre reservoir created by damming Beaver Dam Creek in Salisbury, Maryland. Located along the southern waterline of Shoemaker Pond, Shoemaker Park is a peaceful 11-acre pine-covered recreation area. These towering pines create a welcome canopy on hot summer days. They are also formidable obstacles to the scores of patrons of the Shoemaker Disc Golf Course.
Oh, heads up.
There you go. Oh, how's it going?
As disc golf courses go, it's on the short side, and pins can be packed tightly together at times. But it's a course that requires skill and patience, and after a round or two, will definitely leave you a more skilled player.
Shoemaker is a great course for any type player to come out. It's rather shorter course. There's a lot of trees. We have 2 pads and 2 baskets on each hole, so you can play short pad to red basket or short pad to yellow basket, or long pad to red basket, long pad to yellow. So there's a variety of different holes you can play while you're here. There's 18 holes here, but with as many pads and baskets, there's a lot of different variations. My name is Kevin Gleason. I play for Latitude 64 out of Sweden. I also play for Berea Disc Golf, which is out of New Jersey, as a brick and mortar store. I am the team captain for Latitude 64 in the States, and I'm also the Maryland State PDGA coordinator, which I help schedule the Professional Disc Golf Association tournaments in Maryland. I live in Salisbury, Maryland on the Eastern Shore. I've been playing Shoemaker here for going on 13, 14 years. I believe the course was installed about 17 years ago by Chris Roberts and another gentleman. The sport has really gotten popular over the last couple of years because of COVID. There wasn't much else for other people to play or to do. It's a family sport. It's great for families to just come out and have something to do together.